The best food to eat in space to keep astronauts fit and healthy. The life of astronauts is not easy. Imagine if one day you're asked to travel to a far-off distance with only that much food that is enough to help you survive those extreme conditions. How will you feel? Shocked, right? Skeptic? Scared maybe? Yes, all this goes through the minds of the astronauts who go to space and stay there for at least half a year, if not for longer. In today's video, we're going to talk about the best food for the astronauts to consume in space that keeps them fit and healthy. Keep watching the video till the end to know everything about what astronauts eat and what they don't. First, let's discuss how astronauts eat when they're in space. Food is packed in a similar way as it's packed for long voyages and journeys. It might be in the form of Ziplocs, retort pouches, and cans, everything airtight. This is all done to prevent any kind of spilling or spoilage. When an astronaut consumes food, he or she makes sure to scan the given barcode on the packaging of the food. This is done to keep track of the items consumed by the crew members. If we use our common sense, then we might realize that food that is only non-perishable and gives enormous amounts of strength and also gets digested in a few hours is what we can pack on board. The space agencies of different countries have different menus of food. There can be more than 100 varieties of food condiments that can be decided for the astronauts. The period for which the astronauts stay in space also plays an important role in deciding the menu. Here's a list of foods that astronauts consume. Fresh foods. The crew members carry with them fresh foods which have a shelf life of usually 2 or 3 days, such as almost all kinds of fruits and vegetables. Of course, these are all refrigerated to avoid spoilage. Yes, we know you might be thinking that the need for vitamins can be satisfied via other foods too. So why these short lifespan foods? The answer is to boost the morale of the astronauts as well as the taste and satisfaction obtained by these fresh foods. Medium moisture. As the word suggests, these foods have a comparatively low quantity of water present in them, so that there is no or zero microbial growth in them. These foods usually remain soft in texture and are prepared by the traditional process of sun-drying, salting, and covering in huge quantities of oil. One example of such food is pickles. Irradiated food. Poultry and dairy products like meat, milk, and cheese have ionizing radiation that is applied to them before they're packaged for consumption. But what does it do? Well, this increases the shelf life of the food and prevents any contamination that can be caused due to microbial growth. Natural form food. You might be very well expecting this category of foods in this list. If yes, you were right. Foods that come in their natural forms, such as nuts, biscuits, chocolates, and chips, are packed for the crew of astronauts, which they can just open up and eat. These kinds of foods also boost the morale and serotonin levels of the crew members. In a way, it makes them feel homely, happy, and satisfied. Rehydratable foods and beverages. The concept might be getting a little clearer because of the name. For a long time, these kinds of foods were the ones that astronauts relied on. It was a standard method of packaging and sending food out of the Earth's atmosphere. The basic idea is that the food is dried and that all the water is removed from the same. As soon as the astronaut is about to consume it, it is rehydrated with water, and after that, the food is ready to be eaten. This could be done with noodles. Heat-treated foods. This is the most common method used for carrying food items into space. Some food items are thermostabilized, which kills all the bacteria present in the food. This is done in the meals, which are usually ready to eat. A good enough amount of heat is given to the food, and then immediately it's packed and sealed in an airtight packaging. After this, if the food once gets opened, it has to be consumed, or else it will spoil. For example, noodles, snacks, and curries. As we know, Yuri Gagarin was the first man to ever go to space, and subsequently the first human to consume food in space. The first food consumed in space was beef and liver paste, which was squeezed by an aluminum tube into his mouth. Fascinating, isn't it? The same way astronauts drink beverages in space, by a tube or straw. Any kind of alcohol is banned in space missions. That's it for today's video. With all this, we've come to the end of our video. Thanks for watching and making it till here. If you found this video informative and enjoyed it, hit that like button. Also share the video with your friends and family and subscribe to our channel. Press that bell icon to never miss any updates from us. Also, do let us know what you think about the fascinating space journeys and foods that astronauts consume in the comment section below. Stay safe and healthy. Until next time, cheers.